Hi everybody, this is FC7 and I am back with video 2 on my Let's Play series of Triangle Strategy. These are battles 3 and 4, Apprehending the Rebels and Defending Dragan. During my last video, I had mentioned I did not know if friendly fire was enabled, so I found out that friendly fire is not enabled like in Final Fantasy Tactics, which unfortunately will lead me to changing up my playstyle a little bit from FFT. It doesn't make too much of a difference, but I guess it is what it is. Now, at the start of Battle 4, Defending Dragan, I will have had some upgrades since my first video, Battles 1 and 2. I have increased the weapon rank to Gila, Roland, and Suranoa, just hit points plus 10 to each. Weapon rank increase I gave to Hewitt the Archer, weapon damage up for range GPS purposes, and some items. I have 3 upgrades: the hit point ring, strength ring, and the Vanguard scarf. Hit point rings I gave to Gila, which is my healer. The strength ring I gave to Anna because she does have a double turn move, so she can do 2 moves at once, which will come in handy when it comes to strength, I believe. And the Vanguard scarf I gave to Roland. I'm going to try that out. It does guarantee the wearer the first action at the start of battle. I can probably switch that around if I need to in the future. So this is the start of Battle 3. Okay, so while I prepare for this fight, I'm going to explain how I got to the battle Apprehending the Rebels. It had to do with the choice on the bridge, the story before, the chapter before, or else you will do a different fight, and that one is called Subduing the Smugglers. So it all depends on the choices you make on the bridge, but in this playthrough, I chose this fight, Apprehending the Rebels. It all depends on if you go to, and I can't even pronounce this, Hazenet or Azenfrost. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably butchering the names. So in this battle, you have to defeat Plinius as the objective. It looks like there are 8 enemies total. So I'll just start out going to the left over here. I don't like having my party separated.
They have to survive.
Wait for them to move.
This battle is ours.
So there's 6 rebel battle mages, 2 rebel healers as the enemies, and then the boss. During this fight, another member joins, Corrington. He deals in ice damage, just like Frederica deals in fire damage. Right now I'm just going to have Benedict buff as much as possible. Looks like he just leveled up and learned a new skill.
Let me heal your wounds.
So I'll try to move my healer over as far as possible. Hopefully she catches up with the rest of the group.
I will end this. Two ashes.
It looks like the battle mages are a little resistant to fire, but I can still do some fire damage on them.
My turn.
just try to get my entire group together. Again, I just don't like a separated party.
You leave me with no reward.
And just move him here. I don't want him to creep too far ahead of everybody else. Alright, I just got 3 characters hit with Scorch. Not a good thing.
Realize the gulf is your
Just have to heal these guys up.
Shall we begin?
I see a path to victory.
Trying to decide, should I heal or should I buff some defense?
Allow me.
And now that I know that friendly fire isn't enabled, I can use her positional DPS to get these guys to cast on them.
Your orders?
Just move Anna. Let's see, where do I put her? This is up here.
For victory. I shirk from no danger. Very well then. You will regret ridiculing me. The price for something. Freeze!
The hunt is on.
So that takes care of him.
Defeat is not an option.
Move Cyrano here.
You are not worthy of my time.
I shall do what I can.
Get the physician over here as soon as possible, but they put her in the far back at the start of the fight, so
I don't cry.
they must have done that on purpose. I don't want to use health pellets. Put some defense on Roland.
Let me show you my plans. Let me help.
Splendid.
My turn.
Position him, or position her there where it's safer.
I won't lose. Yeah. For the honor of House Wolford.
use my archer right about here.
You leave me with no recourse. Freeze!
Let me heal you.
Heal Frederica quick.
I can keep fighting. I see. So I'm no one of note, I'm afraid.
Get by the small talk.
I shall try my level best. It is time to strike. Our victory
Just keep buffing Serno. Looks like just a bot. No big loss, as long as I didn't lose the entire fight for him dying.
this battle is ours.
It looks like who died was X-Harm. No big deal.
Where shall we strike?
So use Hawk Dive. Looks pretty powerful.
They have to survive.
Pretty powerful move.
Let me heal you.
And I can finally use Cure Wounds. It's good that they kept her in back, because this would have made the fight way too easy if she was in the front. And she would have crept up with the rest of us, so maybe it's a good thing she was back there. This fight seems very easy.
I see through you. That didn't work. There is no mercy in that.
So Plinius has Blessing of Ice passive ability, which increases his ice resistance while decreasing his fire resistance. So what you really should do is have Frederica cast on him. So I'll try to position her to get in range.
We will make our ideals reality.
But even though these guys are resistant to flame, they still can be hit for a pretty good amount. Ideally, I'd want to get the healers first. Checking out to see their abilities here. Just get Serenoa down here. Okay, have Anna come down here and use throw poison. Use a cure. Use bulwark. Get as much defense on the healer as possible.
Maybe next time. I won't lose.
Okay, Roland will finish him off. Alright, he won't, but Hewitt will. There we go. Should be the last one. Get some odds and ends finished here. Finish up this fight. And this should finish it off. Let's see. No, not quite yet. I'll be sure to get the spoils before finishing the fight. Let's see. And that is it for this one. So, reflecting on this fight, I think I did a pretty good job. I wish I would have positioned myself a little bit better for the Scorch spells, because I did get hit a couple of times for those. I guess another negative is X-Harm got killed as well, but I can't just follow him around and change up my entire playstyle because he ran off. So I guess if it doesn't result in a fight loss, then he can go do whatever he wants as long as I'm confident that I'll win the battle. So now on to Defending Dragan. It looks like there's 13 enemies total.
Protect Lord Dragan.
Looks like there's some healers, battle mages, shield bearers. Some of them use a bow and a sword, so you have to make sure Dragan doesn't get killed. So in this one, I have to keep track of where he is and make sure that he doesn't die.
For victory.
So I think I will take out the 2 soldiers to the right. Try to get those first.
Your orders? Allow me. Suffer.
Curses. What's going on? Very good.
Luckily he retreated a little bit, or else I would have had to use my characters to chase him up there. I just have to make sure. I wasn't sure at the start of this fight if I had to actually protect him, so it's kind of like a escort mission. I have to just make sure that he's healed and buffed defensively.
For the honor of House Wolford.
And just come over here.
I shall try my level best.
Cast bulwark on him. Get his defense up.
It's in my favor. I've been waiting for this.
So Eridor, the shield bearer, looks like he doesn't have an offensive weapon, just uses a shield.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Kind of a strange ability. I've never seen that in a game before.
Apologies for the imposition.
My growth is plain to see. I will end this.
Where was I?
Have to watch out for those archers. I'll have to make them a priority.
Your orders? This is the end. Supper.
Try to move up here so that I can position Anna to take out that archer.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Okay. It's a pretty good ability for the NPC. So before this fight, I did use the Quietuses, I believe they're called. Bought a couple of those at the encampment. I promoted a couple of my characters because I did a little bit of grinding right before this fight. But like I said, in this Let's Play, I'm not going to show a lot of the encampment stuff that I do. Whoever's playing should be going to the encampment between all of these fights anyways and leveling up your characters. So you can use kudos you earn in battle for Quietuses. I did buy 2, but I didn't use them right away. I'm gonna wait. A lot of these fights are a little bit easy, so I'm not really struggling that bad. It could be the grinding I did in between matches. So I'm still trying to figure out a lot of these menus and a lot of these abilities, like the Quietuses and the kudos. That's a lot that they throw at you just for the 4th battle of the game. So I'm finding that I really don't need a lot beyond just the basics. So luckily it's not too challenging so far. So I'm not really going into a lot of these fights like examining all the enemies and their abilities, because I'm finding that I really don't need to.
Let me heal your wounds.
Really, before fights like this, I just make sure to grind up as much as possible, load up on hit point potions, make sure that I have a lot of just my characters well armed, doing upgrades, and you should be fine doing this.
Time to work.
So I'm gonna try to move Anna. Well, I'll get this guy first. I want to get that archer.
This is the end.
When a wolf is cornered.
So I have to make a little bit of a sacrifice here. DPS for HP recovery. I was running pretty low. I don't want to lose Cyrano.
The hunt is on.
So Hewitt. Let's see. 45 hit points. Anywhere I move, he could get hit. Let's go for the direct attack. Looks like I cannot heal Hewitt, so let's see what to do. Not much range on these health point pellets, health point recovery pellets. Guess the next best thing is just buffing with the defense buff. Bulwark.
You traitors for victory! Here! Most appreciated. Now then, to work. I do not miss. My research bears fruit.
It's still so weird to see a character with just a shield using it as a melee weapon.
Please, heed my call.
I know the big joke in EverQuest was one time somebody asked in the forums if a warrior could dual wield shields. Thought that was pretty funny. Became a little bit of a meme at the time. Now I can finally be in range to get this archer.
If it's a fight you want, don't underestimate me. Forward. Use this.
I needed that.
Guess healing Hewitt was more important. Get out of range because that place is really messing me up. Getting hit a whole lot in that small area. I guess it's like a little bridge area.
Brace yourself.
I shall try my level best.
Time for some research.
Used Tome of Ice. Hardly did anything.
Let me show you what I've learned. For you.
Let's keep Dragan as healed as possible. So I'd say the number one priority is just keeping Dragan healed and just buffed defensively. Luckily, they programmed him not to run off.
Cool heads shall remain.
He's kind of sticking with the group, which is a nice surprise.
Your wounds are healed. I needed that. Time to work.
Almost. That archer probably has one more shot in him.
For the honor of House Wolford. Now I end this. What's this quarrel with Prince? What happened? No one said nothing about Wolford showing up. If it's a fight you want. Damn it.
Here I come.
Better heal up.
Let us try out their weakness. All for victory.
Give Cyrano a little bit of a attack buff. Try to finish this up.
I do not miss. When did Gustadolf muster up such a force? But I know I am in the right.
Shall we begin?
That poison arrow is just killer.
Trained soldiers, but trained spies.
I will end this.
If I can just get in range, I can get rid of that archer.
To ashes.
Or I can deal with him from the left-hand side.
My turn.
So I did lose one person.
This is the end.
Was hoping that wouldn't happen. But like I said, that area up on the bridge, it's just a shooting gallery.
If it's a fight you want. The flames consume. My turn. You don't stand a chance.
The hunt is on. Yeah. May fortune favor us.
I see a path to victory. It is time to strike.
Raging Beast.
Cold hands shall remain.
You won't beat me.
Alright, it's time to get rid of that archer, and quick.
Push on through.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Still don't have enough mana for Scorch.
For you!
Sorry to worry you.
Take cover. It's like a rogue sneak hide. It's very cool.
What's going on?
Finally, I can get rid of that archer. On to the rest.
Leave it to me.
For the future of House Wolford.
Now then, to work.
A little icy breath.
This is quite the discovery.
Cool heads shall prevail.
So the enemy is casting a cure, but it's really not that powerful. I would think that the AI would have a more powerful advantage when it comes to healing, but maybe that's for the best. You don't want something like a complete heal. I know in Final Fantasy Tactics it was very difficult when you had healers involved.
You won't beat me. Curses. What's going on?
Oh. Yeah, that was a really bad move on my part to bunch them up like that.
You don't stand a chance.
Here I come.
These AoE direct damage spells are pretty powerful.
I see a path.
Hate getting caught in them.
Let us reverse our fortunes.
Shall we begin?
So it looks like there's 2 left. And just make sure to heal up just to be on the safe side.
Let me show you what I've learned. I will end this.
Still, it might be a little overkill. There's just 2 left, but that direct damage that hit almost my entire party has me a little bit scared.
Victory is within reach.
Don't want that to happen again. I just hope at the encampment, I know there's a limited supply of hit point pellets. I just hope the more I use, the more they replenish between battles. I don't quite know how that works, so I don't want to use them too much. I'll have to do some more research. I know in Final Fantasy Tactics you could have about 99, but in this game they really closed that exploit. So I have to be conservative with the hit point pellets.
For a better world.
Let's see. One guy left.
I see a path to victory.
Just try out the Quietus. Just to see what it does. In tandem. So there we go.
Time to work.
Now Anna can go next. Maybe we can finish this up. Or maybe not, because I have to get those spoils. I don't want to end the game here without getting them. And that should do it. So that is victory in Defending Dragan. And I will have a lot of coin to work with between the next matches. So that should just about do it for this video. I will be returning hopefully soon and doing fights 5 and 6, which will be Storming the Whitehome Castle Gardens and Escape from Whitehome Castle. So look for those 2 videos. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave any questions or comments below, and I am out.